right, welcome back, everyone. We are live at the 2022 VNEA Las Vegas World Pool Championships, playing at the Westgate Resort and Hotel in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Doing the commentary is myself, Ben Francis, and we're joined by Jeff Winless. Winless.
Probably.
Jeff winless. Not at this event. He's winning at this event so far. We got a great match here. Jessica Fredera is taking on Kayla Jones in the Ladies Masters 8-ball racing a 6.
Kayla's from Canada, London, Canada.
Yeah, you'll see the little Canadian flag on her shirt there. She's representing. I love it.
Yeah, Jessica's from Iowa.
This is Kayla at the table here. She broke.
It was a big break
wide
too.
open.
Yeah.
That's a huge break. So if she does that a few times in this match, that's going to help a lot.
It looks like the 8 does pass the 12 down to that corner too.
Yeah, and the 6 looks like it passes into this
once she gets rid of the 3
corner as well. Yeah, the 7 or the 3. Yeah, that's right. And the 4 can probably lead her to the 8. Assuming the 8 passes that ball. If not, she can use the 4 to kind of nudge it, or she can just maybe shape a side bank. I'm not going to recommend the side bank. I side banked a ball and kissed off the ball and scratched, so don't do that.
Well, I've done that a couple times too. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Right? You make a good bank. No reward. So I think we're going to get to find out if that 8 ball goes. Judging by that shot, it probably does.
She's pretty, yeah, she would have came down for it if it didn't.
Yeah, I think she would have used that ball to nudge it. And she could maybe use the 7 to nudge it and still be on the 6. That might be an option. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, guys. Just let me load up the comments here.
Gary Sunday, table 73, Gary Sunday, please go to
Jeff's getting random phone calls. You gotta love that when you're...
All trip I've been getting random phone calls.
You gotta love that when you're in Vegas trying to play the World Championships.
Phone goes off like crazy.
Yeah. Play league all year. Go 2,000 kilometers just to have your phone ring off the hook the whole time.
Yep. Fun times.
Oh, she crashed into that ball, and now she's in big trouble.
I get Sean Cole, table 159. Sean Cole.
Should she have a cross bank side that? Does she have room past that 13 there?
Yeah, hard to tell from here. I don't think so.
I think that's her only play.
Yeah, I don't see another option unless she can try to play some weird safety, but it doesn't often work with a player of Jessica's ability. Jessica has an unreal record in this tournament. 2,861 games played, 2,060 wins, and 100 perfect games.
She has double the wins than I do of games played.
Yep. Unreal record at this tournament. So it kind of tells you everything you need to know about Jessica's game. She's done really well at this VNEA Championships.
It's like a 75% winning percentage.
Yeah, that's really high. Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad shot. I don't hate that she did that.
Except if Jessica can't get out here, she's getting safety back.
That's right. Thing. But at least she's going to make her work for it a little. Yeah. She could have played a lot of worse shots than that. I don't hate that shot. Thanks, Tom Joyce, Jason Scott, David Harding, Tom Gorman, Darcy. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Peter Wood, 100 EROs. That's unreal. Yeah, that's a pretty high number for sure.
Perfect games here aren't just Euros. They're also 10-0things.
Okay. How do they track those, though?
So on team
only in team play. Yeah. Right, okay. Because I was curious. I have 101 in 1,000 games played.
I have 121. I have more than you on something?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
That's not even right. And you're ranked
980,
intermediate?
Yeah.
that's a good percentage. That's a really sporty percentage.
Kayla just knocks the ball into the pack. Just
Yeah.
another smart play.
Well, I think I wasn't a huge fan of the shot Jessica played. I think she had to play more aggressive and,
Yeah, just potting and safe.
well, and she had like a breakout before that.
Yeah,
She could have
cut
cut
on
that
the
ball
12,
in
yeah.
and broke it out and still been on, say, the 15 or even the 13. So that she's
But
going to...
hey, she's got a 75% winning percentage.
What
so
the heck do I know, right? Definitely less than her, I guarantee that. And that's not being sarcastic. She's a fantastic player. She's a very smart player, as we're seeing here. And I think that's key. It says race to 6, but that's a pretty short race. You can't afford many mistakes, so you'll see her play smart like this until she's 100% sure.
Take every game seriously.
That's right. That's something I fail at miserably.
So do I early in a race.
Yeah, I'm like, just going to bash at these balls, try to run this rack that I know I
See
can never
what
run.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, just see what happens. Yeah.
Maybe I get lucky.
That's right. I'm like 10%, but
Yeah.
that's 1 out of
Maybe
10
I have
times
a
it'll
back
work.
cut that runs into 4 other balls to break everything out perfect.
Yeah.
I can do it.
So if you're Jessica here, do you try to play a breakout yet? No, she's pretty content
She's
with...
just gonna move balls around again. I mean, Kayla's no slouch at the table either. She'll play it back with that. Jessica's got to move that 12.
Yeah, I think, and sooner than later. I don't think
But
you
she's
can
got to
keep...
move the 12 and the 8.
That's right. And I think you do it while you have this 15 ball over the corner. That way you kind of have some insurance to land on.
She can do it right here. Take the 13 and then come back and forth off the 15. Or run to the rail and come underneath.
Yeah, could she go 2 rails and just roll onto the 6 here?
Looks like
Is
it.
that possible?
It's a shot I play on here.
Yeah,
For
like
Kayla, yeah. for
side
sure.
rail, just missed the stripe over the corner, a little bit of right siding.
Yeah, I don't think Kayla wants to give Jessica ball in hand here.
Yeah, so maybe just like pot one of her balls.
Looks like
'Cause
that's
she
what
doesn't-
Kayla's doing, yeah.
She doesn't seem like she's ready
Didn't pot it.
to run them out. You know what I mean? So if she's not going to be aggressive and try to play the breakout, I think that's a good time to, just start potting her balls. Start taking away her soldiers, right?
Take away her options. Which is why I would have liked the pot there rather than the miss.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of players don't like giving up points.
And David Harding said, also remember Jessica usually not only plays but also works her booth. That is the Jessica you're thinking of, Dave. She does run a booth at the same time. I believe it's called One of a Kind Billiard Supply. But don't quote me on that. I'm sure Dave Harding would know. He traveled to these events a lot. And he was always working booths himself. So she's rolled another ball into the cluster.
From my angle, it looks like the 12-11 combo is there.
So she's moving that ball, and I like that. That's kind of what I was thinking, was get that ball away from the pocket. That's her insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
On the combo, yep.
and I think it was a bonus to make it, right? Bonus to get that ball off the table, less options.
Looks like Jessica's just content on grinding her out here.
Yeah. Well, and if Jeff and I run out of time before we got to go play our next match, then we'll take down the scoreboard and we'll throw up the no commentary text there just so you guys can still watch this match. We won't bail on you.
What time do you play?
I play at 9. I play at 9 o'clock, assuming everything goes to plan. Matches stay on schedule. I believe I play possibly the winner of Table 2. Yeah, that is who I play. So we got Jeremy Fedkenhauer playing Rick Stanley on Table 2. That's
You played a winner of that match?
the middle table on your screen, and yeah, that's who I play the winner of at 9 o'clock. And I would assume that'll go pretty quick. Both those guys play really fast. Rick especially. Yeah, very content doing this, but this is where it can go wrong. I think if I'm Kayla
Kayla's
here,
got an option on here, yeah.
I don't really like just rolling onto it because you're not
You want to separate
developing.
some balls,
Yeah, you want to develop it a little bit and just leave her super long, right? Yeah, like this. I don't hate that shot. She can start chipping it out a little more, right? Definitely Jessica showed that she's not going to take any unnecessary chances. This is... Let me just check the bracket. If you guys want to follow along the brackets, it's on CompuSport under the VNEA Las Vegas 2022 heading.
And this match is to get out of the bracket.
This is to get out of the bracket to the final 8, I believe.
Yep.
They indeed take 8, as well as the men's masters takes 8. There's an Edmonton player in here. April Bedard Smith is in the same spot.
And she's playing all the way down on table 8 there.
And I would expect her to do well. She plays fantastic.
She plays jam up.
Good plug, good plug. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Dave Harding's drawing a blank too. I'm fairly certain it is one of a kind. Billiard Supply is the name of it. She always has the booths at these events, so she works hard and still finds time to stay focused and play well.
Looks like Kayla's content on just knocking balls into the pile too.
Yeah, and this is
Grind of a first match.
and kind of why I mentioned that if Jeff and I do have to run away and play our next match is the pace of this first game kind of tells me that this is going to be a long one, right? Neither one of these ladies wants to give an inch.
Still interesting to play these though. It is a chess match.
I can't blame them at all with where they are in the draw. This is a significant match.
Neither lady wants to give up anything. Make you work for it.
Absolutely. And like you said, I always learn from these games. I don't learn nothing from watching people run out, right? Andy, yeah, good reassurance there. Thank you for that. So if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you share that stream lots for us. Like and follow our Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube with the bell. That goes a long way to help us keep these streams free.
Bill, you're always welcome for the stream. David Wilson, yes, this is an A-side match.
Another ball into the cluster, and this can really start to become a problem, I think, for Jessica. I mean, she's going to push 2 balls out of the cluster again, and Kayla's just going to keep putting them back in there, right? So, once again, like, if I'm Kayla, I'm just making her balls. I'm just going to try to make the balls that are in the open.
Where those two, the 11 and 13?
I'd love to just pot these
just
3 and give her
one at
a
a
ball
time,
in
yeah.
hand, yeah. And eventually, she's going to have to do something, right?
Yep.
I wouldn't keep putting them in the stack because it's not
Jessica's
developing
gonna do is move 'em
it.
out.
It's just like they're both
That's
playing the
good
same
pace,
shot.
though. That's pretty good pace.
That's really good pace. But nothing's happening here.
Yeah, no.
And they both have to recognize that nothing's happening and somebody has to take a chance, right? And I think the chance is Kayla
Or
just
2 hours later.
potting her balls. And it can happen for sure. There actually is a rule in 8-ball for this. And if I'm Kayla, I could actually call it on Jessica and have a ref come over and we get 3 more shots each before it's a stalemate and we re-break.
Yeah, you got to pocket a ball within 3 shots if you call the ref over.
Attempt to pocket a ball, I
Yes.
think, is the exact ruling, but the ref can decide if you actually tried to attempt to pocket it or not. Oh,
But it's got to be both players. It can't be just one.
That's
It's got to be both players.
That's right. Oh, and that goes
Oh,
a
it goes
long
down.
way
That
to help
helps,
Kayla
yeah.
for sure, yeah. Last thing she wanted to see was that ball like hang in the jaws, and then
Exactly.
all of a sudden
Insurance
Jessica
ball.
can do something, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little puzzled
Surprised, yeah.
by
Jessica's
this
not
strategy.
Moving balls out a little bit, or at least giving herself a breakout ball.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe this is part of the, I don't want to say sportsmanship because they're both ladies, but gameswomanship.
First game, maybe.
but maybe a little.
I'm not giving you anything.
And
I'm not giving you anything.
And I'm gonna grind the heck out of this, and you're gonna like be tortured by this match. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just part of like.
Get in today?
Right. Yeah, pretty funny.
I hit 21,000 steps yesterday.
Do you have a step counter? 21,000? Yeah, I'm sure I was pretty close to that too. It was like so much walking. Dave says, in 30 years of play, I've only had a stalemate come up twice. But I'm 100% correct on the rule. Yeah, I've had it come up 3 times, actually.
It's never happened to me,
but
I'm uber aggressive.
But twice was agreed upon by both players. Like, the 8 was hanging in the jaws. Neither one of us was ever going to do anything. It's like, you want to just break again? Absolutely. Save us all, you know, an hour possibly for one game, and it can happen. Has to be 3 consecutive fouls each for the rule to be played.
There's an adaptation to that rule, though, Corey.
Yeah, there absolutely is, because as we're seeing here, this can actually drag on quite long if there isn't a rule around it. So there needs to be certain rules in place to avoid this. And that's a pretty good shot. And now, maybe a free shot for Kayla. Does this go off the ball bank side? Could you try that?
Off the 11 bank side, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of.
All she has.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of leaving these balls tied up. What if you?
Even if she takes that though, she leaves the white ball frozen on the 13.
That's what I was just thinking, and send the 11 up table. That's right, and then you force Jessica into shooting one of these long balls bridged over the 13.
Yep.
I like that play. Is it all ball fouls? No, David. It is cue ball only fouls. Here at the VNEA. There is no 3 foul rule. Jim, I think you misheard most of that conversation. And then I think maybe one of the comments was confusing. There's a stalemate rule, but not a 3 foul rule. There's actually not even a 3 foul rule in 9 ball at the VNEA. Look at this. It's in. Oh, my goodness. Close. So close.
Valiant attempt. She pushed the 13 down to the rail. Didn't leave Jessica overly anything easy.
Yeah, this is like if
she had a long 11 or a long 10 ball? 12 ball. Yeah, long 11, long 12.
I think the 11's probably the shot here. The 10's maybe a little too risky.
The 10, yeah.
The nice thing
she's going for the 11.
The nice thing for Kayla is she left the 8 like right in the middle of the table. So there's not many places to hide anymore for Jessica. She's just got to do the work now.
Yeah, no more safeties.
She made a very clean pot there. Push the 2 stripes towards the 8 ball to use as breakout shots, Jeremy says. Yeah, not anymore.
It's a good attempt by Kayla. I don't mind that shot.
I love that shot. I think you have to, you got to step out for sure. And yeah, Darcy, of course, at any point in the game, both players can agree to re-rack. At any point in the game, both players could agree they don't want to play anymore and forfeit. The players have the ultimate control. And Tom Joyce, yes, this is the same Jessica that cleans up at ACS every year. That's correct. Yeah, the stalemate rule, Jim, it's an interesting one. Usually only happens when the 8's kind of hanging in the jaws of a pocket and we each have 3 balls around it or something, right?
There is a 3 foul rule in BCA.
Yeah, in BCA League, absolutely. If you're playing 9 ball, there's a 3 foul rule. I think it's super necessary in 9 ball too, otherwise the games can really drag on. Kayla gave that in off a pretty good ride, but it looks like Jessica's gonna clean up these balls. A little stop shot here should be fine. I don't think she has to do anything crazy.
A little bit more angle than I think she likes.
Yeah, so shooting the 13 first is okay.
Just come back middle table.
Yeah, if she gets straight on the 10 or the 12, whichever ball that is, it's a stop shot to play the 8 in the side. And this to put the first game on the board. she does play very deliberate. She's always making sure, which is something that a lot of players can learn from.
I don't do that enough.
No. One-stroke Jeffy. Darcy, Jessica is from Iowa. And Kayla is from London area, Ontario. And good day, Peter. Yeah, it does sting quite a bit. David Harding says it hurts badly losing a game when your opponent 3 fouls you. There's few worse things in all of life than being 3 fouled in a game of pool.
There is. But it's still something you remember. I still remember my very first time I 3 fouled Ben Francis. And it's only happened once in my lifetime.
Oh, thank goodness I don't remember it.
I do. I was jumping around leather pocket.
I like to forget those ones. Short-term memory. Thank goodness. But I believe you.
one time only. I think I've attempted 40, 50 times maybe. I think you've 3 fouled me at least 20.
Can't be that many. It's probably...
Jessica's break here. Jessica has a big break too. If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. She hits it real good. And should be noted, this table is breaking awesome. As long as you can get those balls to fall into each other, there's a sweet spot. As you can see, like, it didn't take long either. There's a real sweet spot on this table. If you can find it, you just break near the middle and they go wide open. She's breaking from the side, though.
It's good to know if I ever get on this table.
When you get on this table, yeah. Oh, look at that. She hits like a glancing break.
Can I go? Oh,
I wonder if that's somewhat intentional. To leave the balls a little
pretty
tied
wide
up.
Open, though.
Yeah, that one.
Kayla's a smart enough player that she can work this.
That one opened up quite a bit, but the way she hit that break was like, unless she just mishit it, it looked like maybe the kind of break to keep stuff tied up a little more.
What do you like here? High ball, low ball? Gotta take low ball.
If the
Do you come
6
into the
goes,
7?
if the 6 goes, you just play it onto the 7. You don't move balls unless you have to, right? Because that's what can happen. You can go in off into the side. This worked out great. I think the 7 still goes, so. Can shoot the 1.
Yeah, it's pretty wide open now. She's just gotta play position.
Yeah, she played a really good breakout shot there. I like the aggressive play there. I think that's the way to play this game. You gotta go for it. So I don't think I risk trying to hold for the 3 here. I think I just use the 5 to get on the 3 later. Look like
She came back a little bit too far there.
She's coming all the way for the 7.
She can draw off the 5 and run into that 10 ball.
Or is she on the 7? That would be actually not so bad if you could play it with lots of right spin to hold the cue ball for the 4.
Hold. I don't think she can hold that.
They're very grippy, these tables. Super grippy, so that inside spin is actually grabbing a lot. And she might know that. That or she's okay with just potting this, coming up to the 5.
Yep.
Yeah, the 5 or the 2, and then just getting back on the 4 later on. That was a good shot.
4 now, or we go 4. She's gonna take the 4 here. I don't mind that play.
It can be pretty delicate. You gotta be a little careful. You hate to roll balls if you don't have to. It might be the 2 ball here.
2 with the extreme inside again, try and come out for the 4.
Yeah, I might play the 2 to the 4 because the 5-3 is a good end pattern as well. The 3 leads to the 8 pretty easy. She's kind of looking at maybe the 5 in the corner as well. It's always nice when you have like 3 different shots, right? Plenty of options. Jeff's voice is very quiet. Oh, okay, well, that's what we rely on you guys for. Thank you for letting us know. I'll turn up his volume a little bit, and hopefully that'll help.
Yes, Robert. Go Oilers, go.
We don't talk about that anymore.
I'm sure Ben's tired of hearing about that this trip.
That's right. When do they play again? Who cares?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We should be watching Game 6 tonight. Jeez.
What'd she do here? Did she take the 5 all the way down to the corner?
Yeah, she did. She did. She was kind of trying to draw back to get straight in on the 2 and the opposite side.
Right, a little bit too forward.
This is a
Touchy shot. You
touchy.
sit on that stripe on the rail.
I don't
the
know
long
if it
rail?
was an option. Oh,
Yeesh.
she tried to draw all the way around.
And leaves a wide open table.
Yeah, this could be big trouble for Kayla because Jessica up 2-0. If you don't break and win the next game, it's like the beginning of the end, you know? Down 3-0 to a great player in a race to 6. Alternate break is super tough. And if you guys are just tuning in with us, we're live on the Facebook and YouTube channels. Make sure you guys are sharing the stream lots for us and click the thumbs up on the Facebook. Let's see what she does here. Probably, yeah, I don't mind rolling this ball on the side. You could play a stop shot even. Yeah, there's not really too much work to do here. Maybe roll this in and play to the 11. That was risky.
Yeah, that makes the 8 tougher.
Yeah, I feel like that was
Unnecessary?
unnecessary is the word. Center pockets are tight. Tough to work a ball in hard on valleys, David Harding says. Yeah, absolutely. Side pockets are definitely a little tighter on these valleys than most tables. Thanks for sharing, Peter.
Here on the valley, though, on a wide open table, you really don't want to move balls unless you have to.
Unless you have to, yeah. But anytime you're moving balls, it can be a little bit unpredictable. You can't be 100% sure where they're going. Certainly recommend to never move balls unless you have to.
She does have the 12 to the corner past the 15 there.
Does the 15 pass the 12 to the corner?
Yes, they both go.
Yeah, so I actually wouldn't hate shooting the 15 first. This can work, and then maybe the 15 up to the opposite corner. She's got different plans. The side pocket, that leads her to the 13, which is maybe the only semi-tough ball out in the 8. So let's see what she's got in mind. She's giving it the be sure. And I think it has to be the 15 in the side to get on the 13. I don't think she needs to shoot the 14 first. I feel like the 11 has to be the out ball. Because I think the 11 can lead her to like maybe the 8 in the side. Do you think it goes by the 2? Into the right-hand side pocket?
She's looking at them now.
Because then the 11 is for sure the out ball. If not, then I actually might contemplate.
I think the 8 goes long too.
Oh, in the same pocket as the 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then that would certainly be the play, and the 11 has to be the out ball, right?
Take the 14, 15, 13.
Well, I suppose she could shoot the
Come
11
underneath
after
for
this.
For the 11.
Oh, it's not going to matter now, that's for sure. She gave that ball the old rattle.
So Kayla, I think, has got to come into that 8-2 right now.
Well, what does Kayla have here? The 4 and the 4, and that's it. I don't think she has any other shot.
Yeah, 2 rails into the 8.
Yeah, I wonder if she can like slip by the 13 and go straight into the 2. Because you can go wrong hitting the 8 if you don't get it past the side pocket. Oh,
Yee.
that's not going to be favorable.
It's pretty much, I don't know what you do here. You got to play safe now.
Yeah, and where is it? Is it just push the 2 on top of the 11?
I think you run the 3 and the sink the 14.
Okay. Okay, I like that. And kind of
to
just
14, yeah.
leave the cue ball up near this top
Yeah.
right corner. Yeah.
And then duck up where you're blocking the pocket.
Yeah, and that way you're developing the
It is
three,
touchy, though.
right?
The 3 past the 13 is touchy
Oh,
to
yeah.
get to the 14.
Yeah, I see it just looking at the table outside of the screen. It is pretty tight. That shot might not be available. I don't hate the bank. I think you really have to play the game this way. You got to play aggressive.
On a box, yes. But if the first game's any indication, not likely going to happen.
Right? It's going to be a grind. Guy, Nicklin, I play again at 9.
Hey, Guy, I'm doing good. I'm on B-side. B-side bandit.
9:30 for Jeffy,
Yep.
which is in an hour and a half.
9 for Ben.
And 9 for me, so I'll probably only sit in on this match for another half an hour or so. At which point I'll run away, go try to find a table to hit some balls on. I need to warm up. I'm like running out of gas already, and we're only 3 days into the tournament.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Tired and feeling a little lethargic today.
Plus, it's hot here.
The heat always gets to me. It really does. And I haven't even been outside much, you know. So she got the short cue out. Look at this shot. She almost makes the
Oh.
jump bank.
That might work out for her. She doesn't leave Jessica anything easy there.
Oh, there's like an 11-13 combo. I'm fairly certain the 11 doesn't just pass the 13.
I think we've only been outside for weather checks, and that's about it.
That's it. I haven't. Well, you had a pool day, but you probably don't remember it.
I don't remember much, no. I remember that evening. Not fond memories.
Thanks, Guy. We'll do it for Alberta. Kaylin says Jessica will catch a gear. Yeah, I'm sure they'll settle in a bit. I know they were waiting.
A little bit. Kayla can catch a gear, too.
Absolutely.
She's no slouch on a box.
I think the previous round before this was like at noon or something. So I think both these players have waited quite a while. So it does take a little bit to get back in the flow, get back in the groove. Now we might see it happen. Looks like
One of these girls beat Jana, too, didn't they? The Hall of Famer, Jana Montour.
yeah,
I think it was Jessica, actually.
yeah. In this tournament?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
to get to here. Oh, Kayla.
Kayla
beat
beat her
Jana
6-3. That's a fantastic win. Actually, beating Molly is a fantastic win, too. Molly won the A side in the 9 ball. Molly Bartrand.
Kayla's shooting well.
She must be. So Jessica might have her hands full here. And she might know it, and that's why she's been playing tight. She might have looked at those 2 wins from Kayla and thought, she ain't doing that to me. So a smart shot from Jessica. Really nice safety. Kayla's got to kick 1 rail, try to make this 2 up by the 14. And then pray she gets a shot on the 3 after, but there's not a lot you can do in these situations.
Close your eyes, hope and pray.
That's what I always do on every shot. Just close my eyes.
That's how you beat me all the time.
That's how I beat Jeff. Everybody else, I look at the shots. Jeff, I just close my eyes.
Oh, it's so annoying.
There she goes. She's going to give it a ride. Look at that. In off the ball. She almost went in off both balls. What an effort. What a great effort. Watch the delay on the Facebook here. She comes real close to going in off both balls.
Oh.
That would have been a really great
Close
shot.
effort. I did one of those earlier today.
A kick
My opponent
in off
wasn't
2
too
balls.
happy, yeah.
Yeah, I bet they weren't
And
happy.
I called it, too. And the only way it went was off both balls.
Oh my goodness! So you didn't just call the pocket; you called the. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go in
I had
off
to
these
line
2
up
balls.
both angles, yeah.
That's awesome. You gotta save those shots for when you get on the TV table, sir.
Yeah. Well, my opponent was pretty good eye rolling.
I bet.
Like, really?
Yeah,
Like, I had nothing else. It's like,
Nobody.
yeah, I know it still.
That's right. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes seeing that happen.
Because I butchered my shape so badly. That's all I had.
Yeah, it's funny too because like when your opponent puts you there, you never do those things. When you put yourself there, you're like, wow, I'm so embarrassed. I better make a really great shot
Yeah.
here to
Oh,
make up for
yeah.
it, right?
Well, what do you have to lose? You already put yourself in jail. It's like,
That's right.
seems to happen. But then when you want it to happen,
Yeah, Not always. Good shot there from Jessica. Speared that one in. Didn't risk rolling it. I thought she might roll it.
Both these girls look pretty determined here.
Yeah, and Dennis is saying too slow. That's not really the case here. I mean, these players travel a really long way. They play league all year leading up to this.
Yeah, this is their bread and butter right now.
Yeah, and you can't be out there just
show me time, yeah.
one stroking balls like Jeff Winless, so
That's why my last name is Winless, yes.
you gotta take your time. And obviously Jessica's very experienced at doing well in these events, so the pace she's playing is proven to work, right?
Yes. 2,800 games, 2,000 wins. Plus, this tournament, it's structured a little bit differently than what we've accustomed to. About 3-4 years ago, they moved to a different format using CompuSport, so the matches are actually spread out a little bit more.
Yep.
So you have time in between.
That's right.
The 9-ball was pretty back-to-back-to-back because
Yeah,
they wanted to get it done in one day.
They
but
cram it in
8-ball
one day.
is over 2.5 days.
Yeah, that's right.
So there are some breaks.
And I believe we'll have a couple of finals on here tomorrow evening. We have the men's Masters 9-ball singles final. And we'll also have the ladies Masters 9-ball singles final. I believe the men's is scheduled for 6 and the ladies is scheduled for 9 o'clock tomorrow evening.
Jessica taking a commanding lead in a short race to 6. Kayla's got to put a couple on the board here and not let Jessica get too far ahead. But as we've seen with a lot of matches here, it can turn on a dime real quick.
Oh, absolutely. And Kayla's got a big enough break, judging by the first rack. She smashed them, and they were all super wide open. So if that happens again, and she's winning games in like 30 seconds, and Jessica's having to grind it, that's when those comebacks happen, I think.
Notice a lot more players are actually hitting head ball in 8-ball games here than in previous matches.
I tried a little second ball, like just warming up, and it didn't work at all. Like not even a little bit. And I love second ball breaking. I always hit it pretty good, but
I don't mind second ball. I duffed one and it was cluster table and I still got ran out.
Oh yeah?
The other one I hopped the ball off the table. I'm like, enough of this.
Don't do that anymore.
And I got ran out.
Of course.
I'm like, yeah, that was a good try. I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, and this table's racking so good once the balls settle in. So
it looks like it is. You're not spending a lot of time over the rack.
Yeah, it's very favorable to just smash head ball here when the balls are racked really nice. So
is Joe Spence over there playing Nate Minhan?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be over there playing Joe. I lost to Nate.
You lost to Nate?
Eric's playing on the table beside. Yeah, I didn't play great. It was 2-1. He'd ran both his breaks. I ran one of mine, and then I broke and ran and banked the 8 in the side and scratched off a ball.
Oh, that's the match.
And then it was kind of like
another clip break.
I scratch on another
made a ball though.
Oh yeah, and this is wide open. When I scratch on another weird shot, and then it's like 5-1 when it could have been 2-2 if I don't really scratch off that bank shot. So. Yeah, that's right. Kyle said, "Did I just hear Jeff Winless?" Yes, you did. That's his Calgary nickname.
Kyle.
Or did they call you that in Edmonton too?
No, they actually didn't.
They give you respect.
Yeah, it's weird. In Calgary, I don't get that.
No respect in Calgary. That's what you get for being an Oilers fan.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
You knew it, yeah. Are these tables like what it was back in '93?
I think these are the same tables.
These are the Flat Cat Valleys they play. Super nice.
They're quick.
So I think they're probably a little better than they were in '93.
It doesn't have that thick, fluffy cloth on them.
Darcy used to stake Eric when he first moved to Winnipeg. David says, Battle of the Streamers match. No, he's a podcaster. Much, much different. We live stream tournaments. He podcasts with industry leaders and professional players, and I love his work. Cue It Up Network. He's doing great things for pool, so I'm on board with anybody that's trying to help the game, you know.
Kayla's looking good, pretty good here.
Look what I started. Kyle says they will now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's actually not me. I think that's a Joe thing, right? Is that Joe who started
It is
that?
a Joe Spencer.
But how did they never think of that in Edmonton? That's what I want to know. Like,
Because they respect me there.
just rolls off the tongue. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did cover the respect thing. No respect. Kayla in great shape here to try to get a frame on the board.
Yeah, she's just got to make sure she gets good on her shape ball.
Yeah, I
This
think
is touchy, though. I don't know how. It's not that easy to the side. It's pretty thin to the side pocket. She's pretty much going to go all the way down. She might take the duck here.
Yeah, I don't know how much angle she has on the duck, and the 7 might be
then go.
covering some. Yeah, I actually think you might have to shoot the 9 first. I think you're right. Whether that's in the side pocket or the corner, I'm not sure which, but
She can take the duck as long as she draws back a foot and cut the 9 down and come back out for the 8 down there.
yeah, but from the screen angle, it almost looks like she's
Scratching.
on the wrong angle of the 10. And I don't know how much of the pocket she has with where the 7 is, you know what I mean? Otherwise, maybe you
We're
could
gonna
cheat it
find
a
out.
little. And she's got the power stroke to move it over there, though.
Yeah, she stayed pretty flat. She's going to have to bank the 9 here now, though.
And this isn't terrible because the cue ball is going to run around off 3 rails up near
Should've
that
missed the
same
1.
side pocket. Yeah, it should miss the 1, I think. I think you got to play it with lots of left siding to miss the 1, but I think it should miss the 1.
Just left or bottom? You can let it with the bottom, too.
I don't know if I risk hitting it with bottom. I think the bank plays tougher with bottom, you know what I mean?
She nailed the bank.
Flick the 1.
and get shape on the 8.
What a great shot. And she
That's
just
a nice
flicked
bank.
that 1, and it actually helped her get past the side pocket,
Yep.
closer to the 8.
Confident bank there. She didn't spend a lot of time lining that up.
Yeah.
Got down and stroked it.
Yeah, just did what she had to do. Took what the table gave her, and that's a beautiful little out
Yes.
when she needed it the
Definitely
most.
needed on this one.
Break and run, first break and run of the match. Very nice little out from Kayla. See if Jessica can respond to keep the 2-game lead.
Table 54, Rich Rowell,
And if you guys are just tuning in, we're watching the Ladies Masters 8-ball. This is the match to get out of the bracket into the final 8. So the loser will have to win one more, I believe. And
That is true.
Jeff has his next match
Ron Christie,
in an hour and 15 minutes.
Ron Christie, table 9.
And I have my next match in 45 minutes. So I'm only going to sit in with you guys for about another 20 minutes. At which case I'll leave you with Jeff for a little bit, and then when he's got to go warm up, he can mute the volume, and away we go. We might even see Grant here by then as well. He just went to get some dinner, so.
Doesn't Grant have a match tonight? Thought he was playing at 7.
No.
He played at 7.
No, he plays at 9, yeah. But he might jump in and hang with you for a minute. Donovan Paul wants to know where the bracket is. It's on CompuSport under VNEA Las Vegas 2022. So the cool thing about CompuSport is you can go on there and you can search a name, so you can follow your favorite players, or you can just click the brackets and follow the entire bracket. Darcy, that is myself. Ben Francis on the mic here. Sitting next to me is Jeff Wanless. Winless. Wanless.
Stop.
Wanless? I'm just going to call you Wanless. 'Cause I know you
Come
hate
on
it.
now.
So I'm just going to call you Wanless from now on. It's slightly more respectful than winless, right? It's somewhere in the middle.
Oh, you're still bitter at your friends lost.
I am, for sure. Thanks, Peter Wood. Thank you, Donovan, for tuning in. David Wilson for posting the link to the bracket. Tom Joyce, that's correct. If you get out of the bracket, you do get your life back.
But you do have to play. If you're on the 1-loss side, you do have to play an A-side player.
Yeah, when you.
That's the only thing.
It's like a seeded draw in the redraw. Oh, thanks, Darcy. Appreciate you tuning in. Anybody else just tuning in, make sure you guys share that stream lots for us. We still got plenty of great matches to come tonight.
Another clip break by Jessica.
I shouldn't say plenty. of matches, because I actually think this match might run a little long, and then the next match might not be till 10:30 tonight, Pacific Standard Time.
Depending on when they have to start that match. If this one runs long,
Mm-hmm.
they might have to move the other match.
Yeah, so it might only be this match and one more tonight. David Harding, it's automatic. You don't have to buy back that life.
Another good shot by
You
Kayla.
get it back for free. Yeah, what a shot that was. And she can do some serious damage here, getting this to 2-2. And we're starting to see how she snapped off those first two opponents.
Yeah, Kayla's moving ball right now.
She is playing real
Jessica
good.
looks a little tentative, but Kayla seems to be flowing a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Smoothing them in. And I think, you know, those couple of big wins, first rounds, they can do a lot for the confidence. She seems to be rolling. Thanks, Jason Scott on Facebook. Gonna need some luck, that's for sure. These players are all very, very good, so it's just a matter of who's breaking better and getting the odd little roll. And I do play the winner of the table in the background, which is kind of convenient for me right now. Although I haven't watched any of those games, but I could be watching those games. I kind of forgot they were there for a minute. But I could kind of see what's happening, you know, maybe who's playing good, who's playing bad. I never read into it that much, though. I'm just going to play the winner and play the best I can.
Kayla let that one go a little bit.
And I think
She was a little annoying because she didn't get
the
fact
six.
that the 6 had a pocket.
I actually wonder if the 6 sneaks in by the 11. These
Off
valleys
the rail,
are
off the bottom of the 11.
Yeah, well, maybe just straight in. These valleys are a little deceiving. Sometimes they just cheat right in off the
Sometimes the
horn.
rails are springy.
Yeah, you gotta
You know
hit
this
it.
table more than I do.
Gotta hit it at the right pace for sure. Yeah, I've played a few matches here.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Although I got spanked by Alex Ollinger on here, so that was not nice. The Scotch doubles was nice, though.
That was a pretty quick match, too.
Yeah, it was. He played good. 7-3 he won. 7-3.
With a few runouts.
He didn't miss a ball. He played absolutely perfect. He didn't miss one single shot.
He plays snappy.
I made a couple of mistakes, but it wasn't like, they weren't devastating mistakes. I wasn't making like stupid brain dead errors. It was just like the odd little weird roll here and there.
Yeah. Where you think you might get back to the table? And Alex pulls off some easy breakout, makes it look so easy.
Well,
Key well
and
control.
there was, and he knew it too. It was like right near the end of the match, and I actually played a half decent safety, and he got like 3 balls moving. They met each other in the middle of the table and kissed one in the side. And he was like, I can't do anything wrong. And I said,
Buy a lottery ticket.
I'm going to stay out of the casino today. And he goes, you want to stake me? I'm like, yeah, probably.
The way you're running, yeah.
But not only was he running good, I was not running good. I would break, make 2 balls, and be just totally hooked. And it's really hard to push out.
Jessica's got a table here. She just has to figure out the layout here. Which ball she wants to go to which ball.
Donovan wants to know, do we know what the next streamed match is? No, unfortunately, we don't have control over what matches they put over here, but they are very good at putting
Top end matches.
great matches over here, and they always make sure the finals and the semifinals and stuff like that is played over here. So I would suspect the next match will be either
Probably a Masters men.
yeah, I would think a men's Masters, potentially a ladies Masters, depending how long this match goes. Jessica looking to retake her 2-game lead. Has she misplayed this ball a little?
She still
Or
has
a lot.
13.
Yeah, she's got the
But
13.
I don't think that's the ball she wanted.
No. For
It'll
sure.
still work though. 13-9,
Yeah,
15-10.
Yeah, she's definitely much longer than she'd love to be. This works out pretty good though with the 9 over the hole. You don't really have to play shape here. You just have to pot the ball. Stop shot will do.
Oh,
She looked a little
Got
loose
a
on
little
that.
aggressive, yeah.
She looked a little too loose on that stroke. Bonus for Kayla is that ball going in the side. Now the 3 is much more accessible as well as the 4. Assuming the 4 maybe doesn't pass the 15. That's the first thing she's looking at.
Jessica wasn't too happy with that shot. Immediately sat down.
Yeah, she didn't look thrilled. Well, she's left Kayla a bit of a tester. I mean, this 5 ball is no hanger.
No.
It goes
5
up
does go
by
up.
the 2, but yeah, it's very tricky. The nice thing is the position, I think, is pretty natural to just roll up onto the 2.
In the heart.
Oh, wow. How good is she playing? Because it's one thing to make that ball. It's another thing to put it in.
The
Like,
hold, yep.
if that was a 3-inch pocket it was in, it went right down the middle. What's a good 8-ball app game for your iPhone? Robert wants to know.
There's a couple.
I'm not sure. I don't play any of those. None of them are realistic enough for me to get involved in.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I mean, you can figure out some of the angles and whatnot, but just the power, the spin, like it's completely different than when you're on the table.
Yeah, they don't play proper at all.
No.
No,
No matter what app it is, it's
Yeah.
not even close.
that's right. Yeah, none of them are very close from what I found, and it's a little frustrating. You're like, I know that bank goes from that angle, and the spin works this way, and then it does something completely different, right?
I know I played it for the breakout, and I was 4 balls off. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
4 diamonds off.
Missed it by 6 feet, and the table's only 7 feet big.
The 4 does go past the 15.
Is she going to shoot it right now? She's
I
2
don't
straight
think
on the
so.
3, right? I don't
She's
think
got a
she
little
can get
angle
any
on the
better.
3. She's just thinking 4 to the 6 is what she's looking at right now.
She needs a little angle on this 3 for sure. You don't want to end up with the same angle on the 4 that she has now. That brings the 9 into play. Trying to play position onto the 6 from the 4.
And she didn't jam over. She's not going to like that shot.
I wonder if she's actually playing the 4 in this lower corner. The same pocket she'll play the 6.
She has the 6 right now. She has room to make the 6.
Yeah, that's possible too.
I don't like taking the 4 here.
If she can see the 6, for sure you shoot the 6. And you just bring the cue ball
Yeah,
up
she's
between the
shooting
9-4.
Yep. You didn't even overrun it.
Oh, she overcut it a bit.
That's good.
Good call on the
Yeah.
overrun, yeah. Although if this is to a tight pocket, being that far away is not favorable.
I think she has full pocket from what I can tell.
Yeah. Well, then she doesn't have to do a single thing with the cue ball here. Just stop shot. That's
Yeah,
how you
leave
want to
yourself
play
hanging
8-ball,
on the
right?
side, yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't want to spit over to the 9 is the only thing. Just make sure you don't hook yourself behind the 9.
Well, and
She
it
can
can,
even run forward a little bit.
it can be really hard to shoot balls past the
She's
ball.
got to draw it.
Yeah, stop shot or soft draw.
She's draw an inch.
Oh,
Hits it
what
perfect.
a
Hits it perfect.
shot. She's playing real good. This is going to get it to 2-2.
Yeah, we have a match here, guys.
Do we ever? Another fantastic little finish. The crowd gives her the appreciation. They knew it was a good one. So make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us. We're going to be live for at least one more match tonight, I believe. Ryan says he's played Jessica 4 or 5 times in the Masters, AA Division, MPA. She gives you nothing, so you need to break and run. Ryan would know Jessica well, yeah.
I've seen Kayla play a couple times, and she's ruthless.
She looks like she's got the full stroke, right? The extra reach back, the power.
I've seen Kayla play Sandy Badger. It was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, at one of the Canadian, I think it was one of the Ashton Twin Classics.
Mm.
And I'll give them a shout out. The Ashton Twin Classics, which is a women's event, is coming to Calgary real quick here.
Yeah, what's the dates on that? Do you know?
June 20th to the 23rd.
I knew you would know. You follow everything.
Have to.
That should be
great
a
event,
fantastic
great
event.
venue.
Yeah.
It's at the hidden spot in Calgary, Alberta.
I'm sure I'll have to make it down there on that weekend just to say hi to all the folks.
That's a shout out to Joanne and Bev, Ashton Twins.
Well, they do a great job setting up that event every year. Super sought after. What's up, Ted? Dave Pajim in the house.
Oh, Kayla with a good break. She just lost the cue ball there.
Ooh.
She's
Yeah.
smiling. She knows it too. She had a chance there.
They've been losing the cue ball a lot on this break.
Yeah, well, they're clipping. They're not. I don't find they're hitting the head ball like solid.
Yeah, they're hitting
That
the ball.
clip there too. Ran right in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2-0,
Only hit
yeah.
about a third or a quarter of the head ball at most. So a pretty good layout. If your name is Jessica here, ball in hand on the opener.
I like solids here. Yeah, she's taking solid. She's taking the 4 inside.
Pretty much like 4 hangers, right? The 2, the 7, the 3, and the 1 are all like hangers.
Yeah, she's got to get good on the 6 and the 5. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
She's good on the 6 right now.
she's dealing with that right away, which I love.
Up and you can take the 5 on the side.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if not, maybe
She
go.
gets weird. She has the 1.
Yeah, she can shoot the
Or
1.
the 7 in the
exactly, exactly. That's exactly what she's doing. Do you contemplate shooting the 3 first here? Just because the windows to get on it are a little bit small and her angle on the 1 isn't.
Yeah, I agree with you on
Ideal.
that one. Because you can come straight across even if you reckon the 14. It's just I don't like pushing the 14 towards the 8.
No, I'd definitely be trying to avoid the 14 because it could push up on the 5 or the 7 as well, right? Or you could go off it and scratch in that left corner there. We've seen that a couple of times. Big decision here, I think, on this shot.
I think this one just comes down to style.
Yeah, certainly. Like, are you favoring cutting balls in with inside spin, or are you favoring cutting balls in with outside spin?
The 5 clears the 8 down to the bottom left corner too.
Oh, up where the 2 ball is. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
How many horns did that ball hit?
5?
At least, right? The only saving grace is she's plugged that pocket, and I think Kayla needs it.
I'd say the stream's getting to Jessica a little bit, but she's been on the stream so many times, I don't think that's the case.
No, I can't think that's a factor. But the pressure of the moment, no matter how many times you play,
Anytime you're playing to get out of the bracket.
it's still there, and everybody wants this a lot. Like we mentioned before, these ladies and all these players play all year. Yeah, a little too much cheating the pocket action there. That's right. Well, let's see what Kayla can do. This is super tough out. She's going to have to shoot the 9 and the 11 up table. She's going to be able to deal with it right away. So the 11 first here for sure. The other issue is going to be the 15, the ball that's up near the 2. It definitely doesn't go by the 2.
Jeff Cermak says, go Kayla, go. Surprised you're not here, Jeff.
Yeah, there are quite a few players missing this year. Not as many overseas players.
Then you got Jeff cheering for Kayla. You got Dennis cheering for Jessica.
This
Imagine we take a poll. It might be pretty close to 50-50 on this one.
This has been great. There has been, judging by the comments, quite a few fans of both players.
Mr. Sing Sing Alan Wang checking in. You should be here too, Alan.
Yeah, I'm surprised Alan's on here.
Another confident stroke there by Kayla.
She sure is hitting the ball really well. She's not holding back. She came to play. Oh, yeah, a little pandemic lingering, Jeff says. Well, hopefully we'll see you next year, Jeff. Let's see. She's going to have to...
I think in this match, Kayla's pretty popular too. Jessica's definitely popular. I'd say right now, with the viewers we have, it's probably about 50-50.
Alan likes your voice. That's good.
Not
Well-
mine. He's talking about Jeff's Cermak's.
Oh. So did she overcut that ball a touch?
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to run the cue ball over for the 13, I think, is what.
Yeah, she was more
let
ready
it
to
get
what her
away.
shape it looked like.
That's right. That's what we call taking your eye off the ball. You're already looking where the cue ball's going. You're looking at the object ball.
Yeah, she lifted her head a little bit on that shot. She's been staying on it and everything. So here, do you take the combo? I think you most definitely take the combo here.
Yeah, certainly. With balls that are deep in the pocket like that, you don't want to try to do anything too crazy. It's easy to let it get away from you.
The one's pretty much a hanger there, though. I try and come back to right around where the 8 ball is for the 5 on the side.
Yeah, the 5 on the opposite side, I like that call. Assuming the 5 doesn't go by the 8. Otherwise, I might like to play it into that pocket, too. If it does, it's probably a little bit tight.
I think it does.
Well,
Give yourself options here, though.
this is good.
The 7 or the 3. The 2.
The nice thing about this is if she shoots the 7, then the 2, then the 3 leads her, the 5 leads her to the 8. That's like a dream end pattern, you know?
Yep.
And you can't go wrong because the 2 is over the hole and the 3 is over the hole.
Duck,
so
duck, goose. Yeah. Duck, 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 goose.
we'll be very shocked if Jessica doesn't have a 3-2 lead in a couple of shots here. It's really all about this
2,
shot.
3, 5, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, just avoiding a little bit of traffic. There's not much. And a good target is put the cue ball right where it is now.
Yep.
I always love that as a target. It's very visually appealing and easy to find the
back
line.
to where it is.
Yeah.
Just as far as weight control.
That's right. So maybe just a touch of inside just to keep it away from those stripes. She's done well.
Yeah, she's okay there.
So
a little bit of angle.
So do you stop this or do you use the end rail?
I think you use the end rail. She's got a little bit.
I actually prefer to stop this on the valley because I don't really care if my cue ball is on the rail. Like shooting the 5, as long as I land straight in.
I always found though, I always want to make sure I'm never slow rolling through where the rack is.
Right. Oh, well, that's actually a good point.
I hate slow rolling through the rack.
Slow rolling through the spot, right? Through the sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Or where
definitely you can go wrong. Yeah, even the whole rack area, like you say, it's just the balls all kind of have their own little spot
she
there.
overran this a little bit. She's going to play inside and kind of just nudge the 8. Pocket weight, just nudge the 8.
She might be able to go around.
Yeah.
Oh, she almost cut it right in the 8 ball. Oh, my goodness. She had us on the edge of our seat there.
Yeah.
And this for a 3-2 lead, racing to 6. Jessica opens up another 1-game lead, and she's going to be breaking.
Jeff says all of Canada here tonight. Well, the Oilers aren't playing. Toronto's out. Calgary's out. So, yeah, I guess all of Canada would be here because the Oilers aren't playing.
That's right. They're all watching pool until Tuesday.
Think Toronto will ever get past the first round?
No. They should sell the team to Arizona. All right, well, I think I'll watch this rack depending on the length of it, and then I'm going to have to run away and use the washroom.
Can't imagine what it feels like for Battle Alberta for Calgary to get knocked out by Edmonton.
Well,
it's like even salt in the wound. It's one
should,
thing to get knocked out, but to get knocked out by
so here's the thing, is if you had told me at the beginning of the season that we would lose to Edmonton in the second round, I'd say, yeah, for sure. There's no way, right?
I'll take it.
But by the time the playoffs started, if you told me we lose to Edmonton, I'm like, there is zero chance, and I'll bet like $1,000, right?
Well, you guys had high hopes.
Thankfully, nobody bet, and I'm $1,000 richer than I would have been.
Well, we're glad to have you, Wes. Donovan, we miss you here too. We wish you were playing here too. We wish everybody was playing here. It's actually a good showing here this year for VNEA. First time at Westgate.
Such a beautiful venue too. I'm really digging this venue. I've ate at a couple of the little places in here, and all the food's been great.
And service has been good. Hotel staff.
Yeah, the rooms are really nice, really clean.
Yeah, surprising.
Spacious. Walk-in showers that are really nice. Showers,
and
super nice.
not outdated.
That's right. Can you see in the top corner of the screen Maureen Vandeven? The top corner of the screen. So I'm assuming they're talking about the players on table 3.
Yep.
The top corner of our screen. We will have some better angles set up for the team event. And we'll also have sort of a roaming stream where we can stream some team matches that are not in the finals dome. We're also going to stream the Suds and Chips, which is also called the opening ceremonies. The
Good shot by Jessica there.
Yeah, what a great shot that was. Super chance to take a 2-game lead here. Get one away from the hill.
Ryan Ewing chimes in. Hey Ryan, how's it going? I played you at the last BCA Vegas.
Ryan Ewing?
Yep.
Yeah, he's Thunder Bay boy. It's Johnny Pay Pompeys, bro. Thanks, Gord Kerr. Some Regina folks. David Wilson, the Knights. How much a night for a room? 125, I believe. But
it's different
on the
weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So especially because this weekend is Memorial Day weekend in the U.S., so it's a holiday weekend, so they probably jacked the rate.
Well, 169, 189 here.
Mm-hmm.
And Guy, again, we have no option as far as what matches they do put on the stream tables. They do know that we want the upper echelon as far as the pool.
Well,
if there's an availability to get the open finals on the stream tables, I'm sure they will.
They do tend to put the finals on, yeah. So they'll work around it, make them wait, all kinds of stuff. Plums wants to know, cameras overheat and quit last night. Yeah, I think they did. So we are having some technical difficulties, but we'll get those resolved before the team event so that we have a exactly matching split screen, which I love about our streams.
Yeah, it's our first time at this venue, so a little bit tweaking and moving stuff around. We need to move a couple cameras once we get to the team events also.
That's right, little growing pains. Beautiful out there from Jessica.
Yes.
Takes a 4-2
That wasn't
lead.
an easy table to run either. She mapped that well.
Very well. Does the room feel like the Riv? Ryan, no, it feels like the Hilton. If you know that this used to be the Hilton. I think nothing will ever feel like the Riv, you know? You probably agree.
The Riv was old school, and I still remember like Austin Powers and stuff, and north side of the strip. Westgate's a little bit further off the strip and a little bit more north.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say Westgate's probably quite a bit more upgraded than what the Riv was.
That's right, yeah.
But I'd still say the Riv has a little bit of a bigger casino than Westgate does.
Yeah, that's right.
Westgate has more of a convention center and restaurants and everything else.
Yeah, the food is great, which I was a little worried about coming here because it's so far off the strip, you know, like you can't go anywhere to get anything to eat, but the food inside the hotel is fantastic.
And the monorail comes straight here too, so can't go wrong. We're definitely happy with the venue. And I mean, the convention center, I mean, we have over 300 tables here for VNEA, and we're using 1/4 of what the convention center size is. So there's still another 3/4 to this convention center.
Absolutely crazy.
They have a volleyball championship going on next door.
Mm-hmm. You guys will see I put the schedule of events up on there just to answer Guy Nicklin's question. If there's pool on Tuesday, that's when the team events start.
Guy, I let loose a couple nights ago. It's going to take me about another week before I let loose again.
Yeah,
I don't really want to get kicked out
now.
Yeah, she's got control now.
Guy, no, the food actually seems reasonably priced. Like, just for example, at the sports book, I've had the pizza a couple times, and it's like $12 for 2 reasonably sized slices. So, not too bad. I mean, it is Vegas.
It's no
right?
Ellis Island guy, but I mean,
That's right.
It's still, it's not overpriced. I mean, we were at the Rio 2 months ago, and we were paying $7 for a beer. We were paying $12 for a hot dog. Here it's $6 a hot dog. It's $4 for a domestic beer. So yeah, the prices here are definitely pretty good.
I like that Corey says nice and close to the Peppermill. That's probably the best thing about this place.
Yeah,
and I haven't even been there yet.
Yeah, I've been there twice. Yeah.
Dave wants us to explain the ruling of the first game between Jessica and Kayla with the safety exchange. So I think you're referring to the stalemate rule. There's a couple different ways it can go. Both players can actually just agree to re-rack. The player that broke originally will break again. If both players don't agree, and one player has a problem with the game going too slow, they can actually bring a ref in, and a ref can rule on that, where each player has 3 attempts each, and if they don't attempt to pocket a ball, the ref can call a stalemate. But it's a
Correct.
very rare rule. And I like this comment from Jeff. Bet it feels a lot different without Gary Benson. Miss that guy. 1,000%. This tournament is way different without hearing his voice.
Yeah, even just having him in the room, his presence, his smile even.
Yeah, and the announcements. Like, these guys are doing a fantastic job doing these announcements.
It's just not the same, yeah.
It's not even close. And Gary's son is doing a fantastic job. Shannon, with High Country Promotions, he provides all these tables, does a setup. Super guy and really hard worker. I heard he's like running this tournament and 4 other ones at the same time that aren't here.
Yep. And he did ACS
on CompuSport
the week before here, yeah.
So guys,
so guy, the store's near here. There's a AM PM right across the street that has smokes. And again, the strip was only about a 15 minute walk to over to Circus, and there's 2 stores right nearby. The McDonald's is still across where the Riv used to be, which is a straight walk across the convention center parking lot.
Yeah, that's
but
not
it is
bad,
massive here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I would say 1,000% better than the Rio.
The prices here are definitely a lot better. But I mean, the Rio is doing renovations now, so we'll see what happens the next year or so with the Rio. But
We'll
not
see,
to compare
yeah.
venues or whatnot. They're 2 completely different venues. VNEA does a good job of what they do. BCA does a good job of what they do.
That's correct. All right, so I think I'm going to run to the washroom. I'm up in about 15 minutes. I'll leave you guys with Jeff for a little bit until he has to run away too.
Sorry, boys and girls, you're stuck with me for about 10, 15, 20 minutes.
At which case,
we either might go to no commentary or one of our other partners will be back.
we shall see. All right. Good luck, Jeff.
Good luck, Ben. Shoot well. Practice well. Okay, so I'm by myself here, guys, so I'll try and answer some of the comments and whatnot and go through some of the racks. Kayla with a nice bank there. Kayla definitely needs to get this game going here. Yeah. Tight table here, though. Kayla's got to try and work out that 10 ball. It's a little awkward behind that, too. She does have the 11 ball right now. Maybe roll up, take the 14 back to the corner where she's at. 13 does squeeze in between the 5 and the 3. This table looks like it's all position play, but that 10 ball is still really tough to get on. She also has the cut on the 15 right now, too. Our room here, so we have 8 tables in a championship room here. Starting to fill up, a lot more people coming in. Randy Rain says, hi, Ben. Gord Kerr, yes, that is Jeff Wallace on the mic right now. Left by myself, Ben's got to go play. And Guy, I'm breaking all right. The table's kind of, every table plays a little bit differently as far as finding the sweet spot. And really, when you get to your tables and your matches are so close together, you don't have a lot of time to try and find that sweet spot. But once you do, all these tables break really well. Like, as anybody can tell, like when Ben was breaking on table 1 here, and even Alex when he was on table 1 playing against Ben, table 1, if there's a sweet spot, you directly straight down the middle, find that weight, and you're pocketing 3, 4 balls, wide open table. I have found, Guy, that this tournament, usually VNEA, typically from what I experience, even in open master level, especially and even intermediate, it's a lot of second ball breaking. Here I found that a lot of more players are breaking head ball. They want that open, wide openness. So Clark, a lot of the players, as far as the venue goes, I mean, as far as the pool venue, the convention center and whatnot is a better venue here than at Westgate. But again, I mean, better here at Westgate rather than Bally's. But of course, Bally's is central on the strip, so it's pros and cons to anything and everything, back and forth. So, I mean, we like Westgate. We're a little bit secluded. We're not necessarily the hustle and bustle of the strip. Kind of just depends on where you're at. I remember when I was early 20s or even early 30s, I loved being on the strip, being center strip. Now that I'm a little bit older, being north and off the strip, just like at Rio for BCA and here for VNEA on Westgate, being off the strip, completely different. Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm more not about the party aspect anymore. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for when you come to Vegas. You want to party and have fun, you're going to miss Bally's because it's center strip. You're coming here to play pool and kind of relax and just concentrate on pool. Westgate's a better venue than what Bally's was. It's just location is all. Gorker, yes, I played DFL. Shoots a lot like I do, really quick, very aggressive. I mean, he banked in 4 balls, locked me up twice on 2 safeties. I didn't really have a lot going against him. He definitely broke better than I did. And yeah, demolished me, I think 6-2. Jessica here looking to clean up the table here. She's on the 3 ball for sure. That 8 ball is a little tricky. I'm not sure if it passes that 11 to the corner. Stand up and look here. She might be able to slop that 8 in past the 11. Does she run into the 5 here? Bumps the 8. Made it a little bit tougher. That 8 definitely doesn't go now. It's got to be banked. Or she's got to break it out. And Gorda, if you're talking about John Schmidt being at Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta for the straight pool attempt, the world record attempt. Yeah, it was a great event. It wasn't really an event. It was just great to have John Schmidt there for a few weeks, giving us his expertise, watching how he plays. And yes, Gord, Dave, we definitely got along really well. I mean, all fellow Canadians are fabulous. Even the Americans here that I've met, they're all uber nice. I haven't had any weird or difficult altercations or whatnot. Everybody here seems pretty awesome. And yeah, Dave, fantastic, real sportsman, player. Easy to get along with. Dave, Pim, everything's on CompuSport. If you look up through CompuSport, an attempt there by Kayla left. Jessica, a little weird. She's got the 5 down to the corner. I'll draw back and hold for the 7 in the side. And yes, Gord, Dave is definitely a strong player. John Schmidt is an super nice gentleman. I think he gets a bad rap sometimes for some of the things that he's tried to accomplish and the stuff that he has accomplished. But I mean, his knowledge and whatnot, a straight pool, bank pool, one pocket, everything is phenomenal. Great player, great gentleman. Definitely be one of my friends for years to come. And Clark, I agree. Yes, the older you get, the more it hurts drinking. Great shot by Jessica there, sliding over for the 7-ball. That was not an easy shot. Seven in the side roll up, cut on the, well, 7 to the corner. 7 to the side. Leaves yourself a cut on the 8-ball. Take a commanding 5-2 lead. This will put Jessica on the hill. A little thick on the cut there. Dead rattle out. Leaves Kayla an opportunity here. Not a lot to shoot at. I do not think that 15 passes 11 to the corner. So Kayla's going to have to come up with something here for a shot. Challenge accepted. Maureen will buy me a beer if I can pronounce her name correctly. Elijah. It's either Kopik or Kopik. Kopik. Elijah Kopik. I think I'm close, but I don't think I got it. Did I get the beer, Maureen? Come on. I played 2 teammates scored. That's fantastic. I lost to one of them. And what you're saying is I might lose to 2 of them. That's no good. Kayla tried to play with sneaky safety. She's left. Jessica, a piece of the 8-ball. Looks like Jessica might opt to try and kick this one in. Oh, it was close. Not quite though, eh? Boo. No beer for me. It's okay, I gotta play in a bit anyway. Thanks for the offer, though. How close was I? Now it's gonna bother me. Maureen's gonna have to come over and tell me. Do I see Maureen? I don't see Maureen anymore. Hopefully, guy, yes. That would be nice. Miss all the boys. And yes, Gord, I recognize that name, Monkman. I've played Dave a few times too. Dave Fial. Both fantastic players. Containing weight shot by Jessica. She did call the kick, just in case, but was more concerned with the weight than making that kick. Looks like Kayla's going to have to come back with a safety here. She does have a piece of the 15 past the 8-ball, so she might just flick this one out. Little flick, leaves it on top. Nice shot by Kayla. That's a nice weight shot. Really? It's co-pitch? Oh, David's guessing too. touchy shot. The 15 does go on the high side.
Joe just lost the bait too. Are you gonna go compulsive? You want me to move the scoreboard down?
I'm okay for a few minutes. Actually, Ben, if you don't do it though, who's gonna do it?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
Yeah.
straight. Just tell him you're gonna go play.
Looks like I'm getting beckoned to go play too, so I'm gonna have to leave it on no commentary here until we're able to get back. Sorry guys, as when we're doing the singles event or whatnot, all of us are pool players also, so we do have to go and play certain matches. So we do apologize that it's going to be no commentary for the next little bit here. We'll try and get back or send somebody back to do some commentary here. We are working with a team of about 6 to 8 of us, depending on what our schedules are like. Ben's going to go play now. I got to go play also since I'm getting called. So we're going to put on no commentary, and hopefully we'll see you in a bit or come back as soon as we can. Thanks again, guys, for everybody that's tuned in. Please like and share the feed.
Alrighty, guys. So we are going to shut down for the evening. We apologize again for not as much commentary today, but I will be back on the mic tomorrow morning. I'll be on the mic till, I'm going to say, around 1 o'clock, and doing some commentary all morning for you. So we appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. And on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, have a great night. We'll catch you back here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.